What's going on, guys? This is Ryan with RK Outpost, and Santa Inc. has been an absolute woke disaster for Seth Rogen and Sarah Silverman. A trailer that got dislike bombed into oblivion, a Rotten Tomatoes score that is embarrassingly low, and in fact, the worst rated show on IMDb in history. Throughout history, this is the worst one. You'd think that that would be enough for Seth Rogen and Sarah Silverman to maybe understand they should keep their mouths shut. Maybe stop using this to take other shots at your audience. But no, they haven't quite figured that out. Sarah Silverman yesterday posted this clip, Merry Christmas and Shabbat Shalom, and puts out a video that is actually a YouTube video. This is the first time a lot of these people saw this, but I want to really quick show you this video and how people feel about it. This is what we're about to watch. You can see the ratio on HBO Max, 148 up to 8.7K down. Of course, comments are turned off because people absolutely hate this movie. They think it is woke trash. They think it is unfunny. Then they think that it is absolute cringe. And they think it's made by people who hate a certain segment of the audience that they should be trying to get to watch this. But Sarah Silverman just goes ahead and puts this out there, and you see Viva Frey not super happy in the replies. A lot of people aren't super happy in the replies after this. Let's listen to more cringe. If you thought that just the trailer was cringe, just wait until you see this garbage.
It's perfect. Oh, I love Christmas.
You'd have to hate America not to.
Well, I guess it's time. Let's light this puppy. Tyler?
Who's Tyler?
Seth, it's Saturday. Tyler's my Shabbos goy.
Wow.
Keep that phrase in mind. We're going to go back to it in a second.
It's beautiful. Can we have Tyler preheat the oven before he leaves?
Already done.
Wow. That's some goy.
Now, the reason I'm talking about that, and the reason that Viva's comment is so interesting, Shabbos Goy, the term only a racist and bigot would ever use and think it's funny. Shabbos Goy means, for a Jewish person, it is someone they hire who is non-Jewish to do work on the Sabbath, to do things that they can't do because they can't do any work on the Sabbath. So it is literally a Gentile, a non-Jewish person. And the term goy can be used as a pejorative or derogatory. I can't pretend that I've heard it enough times in my life to completely understand, but I have seen it used as a pejorative many times against people who are not Jewish. So the fact that they decided to use that for this promo tells you everything you need to know about this Santa Inc. project, doesn't it? But let's continue because it gets worse.
You're the best, Tyler. Thank you so much. Have a great lacrosse practice.
So, now what?
I don't know, you want to sit on the couch and watch the fire roar?
No, I would rather watch an R-rated animated Christmas comedy with a touch of a feminist agenda.
Just a touch, huh? Just a touch of a feminist agenda? Should this be my thumbnail? Should this image right here be my thumbnail of Sarah Silverman grinning like that and Seth Rogen pointing? That might be it. That might work out pretty well, huh? We'll have to remember this. But nonetheless, this, once again, after all the backlash, you go ahead and tweet this out, which just further antagonizes people. And we have seen how Seth Rogen responded to everything. We really pissed off tens of thousands of white supremacists with our new show, hashtag Santa Inc., which is now available on HBO Max. Please read responses to tweet for confirmation. When you do read it, there's nothing like that in there. Absolutely nothing. It's all people roasting him for his terrible take and his terrible show. The Rotten Tomatoes score is embarrassing. A 3%, and not even enough critics have bothered to review it for there even to be a score. You need at least 3 critics for an average score on Rotten Tomatoes. They do not have that yet. What I do think is interesting, I'm going to be doing more on this later. What I do think is interesting, you can't see the score anymore. You used to see how many people had reviewed it. That's a pretty normal thing, to be honest with you. Because when I go over to a show like Hawkeye that I pulled up, you can see the number of ratings. So something fishy is going on at Rotten Tomatoes, make no doubt about it. We will get to the bottom of this because, once again, it seems there might be something going on. And in fact, let's just check. All audience, That's interesting that the last review was 13 hours ago. It's almost like they may have frozen scores on this, huh? Isn't that strange? Isn't it strange that Rotten Tomatoes would freeze this score after it's being absolutely destroyed by people? And that is probably why they hid this, so that you can't specifically tell that the reviews never go up. You'd have to actually dig and do a little investigating to have that happen. You have to connect some dots, because this is what Rotten Tomatoes does. This is why it's so difficult to trust the Rotten Tomatoes score whenever there's an actual controversy out there, because they pull stuff like this. When you go over to IMDb, it's at a 1.1, literally the lowest it could possibly be, because the lowest you can give a show is a 1. Look at that. 4,993 one-star votes. And 200 fake 10-star reviews. If you go through the 10-star reviews, you can see it's people that haven't even watched it. They're just doing it to try to trigger the right type of people. They even admit that in their reviews. And of course, like we said, 138,000 downvotes on this trailer. But they just can't stop. They just can't stop themselves. Sarah Silverman can't stop herself from poking at people. Seth Rogen has been quiet since he got all the backlash for the white supremacist stuff. We'll see if that continues. Either way, this is an absolute disaster for them. And we will continue to call this garbage out when we see it. Let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.
Thanks for watching, everyone, and a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.